what Tiger Woods taught me about sales. Now, I want to talk through Tiger Woods' 2019 Masters win and how it really taught me a lot about sales and consistency. Now, the 2019 Masters win, Tiger Woods had been completely written off. It had been pretty much a decade since he'd won his last major, and no one had given him a hope. Now, it was an interesting tournament. After the first round, he was coming 11th. After the second round, he moved up the leaderboard, he was coming 6th. After the third round, he was equal second, 2 shots back, leading into the final round. Now, not much happened on the front 9 on the Sunday, but come the back 9, that's when things started to move. And they say in golf that, once you get your swing right, golf's completely between the ears, and it's a mental battle. And that was shown at Augusta that Sunday. Molinari started to capitulate on what they call amen corner, and he hit the ball into the drink. Now, Tiger's moment came on the 15th, a long par 5 where you hit the ball down the hill over a water hazard, where he reached that green in 2 and he ended up making birdie. At that point in time, he was top of the leaderboard. He then backed that up at the 16th where he made a birdie, and then from there he never looked back. Tiger's an incredibly competitive man, but during that tournament, he trusted his swing, he trusted his process, and he stayed in the moment the whole time. He didn't get too far ahead of himself and think, geez, what if I win here? He just stayed completely present the whole time. Now, what can you draw from this, and what are the parallels to sales? Now, what did Tiger do? He waited for his competition to give him an in. He waited for his competition to stuff it up. And that is the same thing that you need to do in selling. A lot of your competitors are out there engaging in pressure tactics. They're putting undue pressure on the prospect, trying to force them into making a decision, inventing all sorts of hurdles that don't actually exist. Through this, your prospects just aren't having a good time. So what do you need to do? You need to stay consistent. You need to find ways to add value to the prospect when you reach out to them. One thing that we do here at Sales Inc. is whenever our salespeople make phone calls, we like to tell them that if the person that you've just had a conversation with, even if you don't do a deal or book an appointment, if they thank you for that call, you've done an amazing job. And we're doing our job as well, because what that means is when our reps continue to reach out to these prospects, they're in a good state of mind, they're happy. The prospect's looking forward to the call, and that whole ecosystem keeps working. Now, prospects will make their decision up in good time, just like the leaderboard of the Masters makes its decision on that final round on a Sunday on the back 9. So you need to be present when you're speaking to your prospects. You need to make sure that you're not putting any undue pressure on them. You need to make sure that you're treating them as human beings. If you take this approach, you're not going to burn out, you're not going to fatigue, okay? You're going to enjoy your job. But when I watched that 2019 Masters, I must say, I just saw so many parallels to a sales process, and sitting back and knowing that you just never force the issue in sales. Give the prospect the information, have the right process, but don't put any undue pressure on them. You don't get a second chance at a first impression, and reputation is everything. If you burn your reputation for a deal, you don't get that back.